Welcome to another episode of Trending Niches, and before we get started I just wanted to mention that I've created a Discord server with the intention for you to join it and build a bit of a friendly community where we can help each other out, ask questions, answer questions, maybe share trends, deleted designs, trademarks with each other, and just generally have like a fun community for sellers to learn from one another. I will be in there as well, of course, and you can ask me questions directly on Discord or in the server if you wanted to. So if you are curious about this or if you want to be a part of it, just join via the link in the description. So yeah, I hope you like the idea and I hope to see you there. Niche number 1 on Amazon is But Daddy I Love Him, and this one might be a bit controversial because the phrase actually stems from a famous Disney movie, and it's that Little Mermaid one, whatever it's called. And the thing with this is the phrase itself and the words in the phrase are not trademarked, so I don't see a problem there. It's literally just words that are spoken by Ariel. If you go by the principle that that shouldn't be allowed, then really nobody can ever use phrases from popular movies that anyone said in those movies. So from my perspective, it can be risky, but on the other hand, it should be allowed. But looking at one of the best sellers here, we can see that this t-shirt was actually published about 2.5 years ago in March 2020. So it has been around for a long time, which might give you some reassurance. But once again, if you do find this risky or you're not sure, then just don't upload your designs to Amazon, keep them to other marketplaces. That's what I'd suggest if you're worried. Looking at the BSR rank, this has definitely dropped a lot on BSR recently. And actually, when you zoom out as well, I found it quite interesting to see that this actually trended last year around about the same time. So just at the start of September. So take this one with caution and definitely don't do anything that would make this relate to the film. Don't add like mermaid graphics into there or put Ariel into your title. That would then definitely be a bit too risky, but in my opinion, if you just use the phrase on a shirt, you should be fine. Moving on from that, niche number 2 is Virgo. This is the star symbol or the star sign that just started and is going to carry on for the next 2 or 3 months. And there's a couple designs here doing really well under 100,000 BSR. I'm a Virgo, let's save time and assume I'm never wrong. That's quite funny, and you can use that phrase for literally anything, whether it's a star sign or, I don't know, a job title or where someone's born. Like loads and loads of things apply or could work here because it's just a funny sentence. And so Virgo, lots of very well selling t-shirts at the moment, and the Virgo time frame's only just started, so this is a trend that's going to be doing quite well for the next couple of weeks. So definitely want to consider. As you can see, tons and tons of different design styles selling really well, so there's definitely tons of variety and opportunities to cross niche here, which is always nice. And the topic that I probably saw the most among the top sellers this week is football, or specifically shirts that say game day. There is so many with low BSRs, 30k up to 60k here in the first row, and it just carries on. But one thing to note, I'm pretty sure I've seen quite a few of these black and gold vibes only designs being removed. Well, it could be for 2 reasons. One would be the word gold, which is a banned word in merch by Amazon listings, and the second thing, it probably might allude to a team, because black and gold, purple and gold seems like it would be the color of a certain football team, so definitely don't do that. But there's nothing wrong with a volleyball silhouette saying game day, or this nice distressed graphic right here. I really like this font, and the texture in the football also matches the texture in the font itself, so that's really nice. Got a leopard print hat right here that's sort of more female orientated, whereas this first design is more male orientated. So you can definitely come up with some creative different designs here. Maybe create a rainbow. That's what I would do just from looking at this first page of results right here, because rainbows could sell well for women, especially if they have leopard prints in them, and then you can add some little football silhouettes within the rainbow and just put game day underneath. So yeah, game day, definitely trending niche right now, but be careful to stay away from anything that might relate your design to a specific team. Niche number 4 is a bit of a bonus one. This is coconut, and even though this one isn't trending massively at the moment, there's definitely potential for it to do so very soon, because it is International or World Coconut Day on September 2nd, and because it's international, the whole world celebrates coconuts on that day, it could have more interest, not just in the USA, but also in other countries. If you upload to different marketplaces, or if you say upload your designs to TeePublic, people will also come to TeePublic from other countries besides just the US to look for these sort of designs. I've sold a couple of shirts in this niche before, and I've just lowered the price of them a little bit to hopefully pick up some sales while this is trending soon. And as you can see, a lot of these are just the same sort of coconut bra design, but that doesn't mean it's the only thing you can create, and try and pick up some sales that way during World Coconut Day. And now moving on to Redbubble, we've got Half Coffee, Half Teacher. This has seen a 5,244 point increase in popularity, and it's in the 1,191st place. Now this is, I'm pretty sure, a t-shirt or a trending design that I suggested a few weeks back on Amazon, and now it is also trending on Redbubble. And that just shows that oftentimes these trends can work on other marketplaces as well. So if you're only selling on one or two platforms, it could really be limiting your sales. And this one obviously has that bubbly, nice, groovy font style in the first place again, which seems to be doing extremely well in so many niches this year. But there's also other basic text designs here. There's actually not many coffee illustrations if you're looking at the first sort of results on Redbubble, but obviously you could add some coffee beans in there, or coffee mugs. That's definitely an option right there to make your designs a bit more unique and not just text-based. We've got that one right there that looks quite cool, using a coffee mug instead of the O. And one thing to note here once again is you need to think, why is this design selling? Like, what is the actual concept behind it? It is common interest, coffee, people like drinking coffee, and a popular job. And that means this would probably work for other jobs as well, because not just teachers like drinking coffee. So maybe while you're making this design anyway, you could go ahead and put half coffee, half nurse, half coffee, half lawyer. I don't know, just think of some popular jobs that would also see a lot of people interested in drinking coffee, and that way you've got yourself an easy, scalable design. Next up, we've got I'm Not Just a Mind, I'm a Piece of Meat, which seems to be a very small niche, and it's got a jump in popularity of 2,900 points. Another nice trending phrase right here on Redbubble that seems to have very low competition in terms of design quality, because a ton of these designs are very, very hard to read. Just simple text, but the font choice and the sizing and the layout just doesn't really help with legibility. So I think this would be an easier niche to enter in terms of creating nicer designs than what's already out there. And also notice everyone's using black t-shirts as their thumbnail, so you could create some designs for light shirts instead, and then select those as your primary thumbnail on Redbubble. You can affect that by changing the colors and then choosing t-shirt at the bottom for your thumbnail. And last but not least, we've got MILF, Man I Love Fall. This is obviously going to trend for quite a while right now, because we're just moving into the autumn season or fall season. This is already seeing quite good results on Redbubble. Its popularity ranking at the moment is 897, which is quite decent, and it's seen a jump in 2,100 spots. So definitely a good niche to consider. It's a funny one, it's a pun, and those sort of designs can do really well. And also what you could obviously learn from this is that any word really used in this phrase that starts with F could be a potential good selling design. So rather than saying man I love fall, could put man I love fishing or something like that. So definitely one to try and be creative with, but obviously if you want to enter this specific niche, use some autumn graphics and autumn themed design styles to go along with this phrase. I have a few autumn graphics in my free print on demand graphics bundle, and you can download that via the link in the description as well if you wanted to. It's totally free. You just have to enter 0 into the pay what you want box, and then you can hit download. So yeah, definitely check that out. It might help you with entering this niche. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Trending Niches, and if you were wondering how long it took me to reach $1,000 per month on merch by Amazon, I've got the perfect video for you where I literally walk you through my statistics of how long it took. It might not be what you expect, and I also give you some mindset related tips of how to reach $1,000 yourself.